Oh my god.
That's Tonigon, and he and I are now a duo, and recently he created a laboratory under my nuclear zone. Today I want to improve that lab even more, turning it into a super secret duo base. Okay, that explosion kind of didn't work, but what if I... This square is the size of the new lab space, but I still need to dig down. And the best way to make room for it is to use TNT or beacon or both. The first step will be to blow it all up. 3, 2, 1. Awesome! Where's my rocket? Where is it? Oh gosh! Damn it! Look at this! It's going off piece by piece, bro. It's getting close to where I am. Is it over? Yes, it's over, but there's still more TNT left, so... Almost all the dirty work has been done by the TNTs, but we still have a bit of work to do, breaking up all those blocks floating in the middle of the square. And do you remember that the best ways were to use either TNT or beacon or both? Well, I've already used TNT, so now all that's left is beacon. I haven't said this before, but my goal is for this base to be 100% functional, meaning it needs to have everything a Minecraft player needs. And what does a Minecraft player need? It's simple, a mob head farm. And anyone who thinks that the mob head is useless is completely wrong, because this is one of the rarest items / blocks in the game. To get a mob head, I need an electric creeper, and then I have to make it explode next to a zombie, a skeleton, a piglin, or a creeper. Yeah, if you think it's easy, it's not. To farm mobs, I'm going to start by doing what I like to call
the big tube.
And I'm going to put all the overworld mobs that drop heads inside the tube. In this tube, mobs will surge. You'll see, my brother, teaming with Tonigon. That's the spree. Anyway, this tube we've just made, it's interconnected here with the surface. Look at it. I hate snow, man. I'm going to die here. Oh no, I'm really going to die right here. As I was saying, look, it's interconnected here with the surface, and now as this lab has to be secret, I can't just leave it open, which is why I've already got a sticky piston here, and I'm going to have to disguise it here somehow. And the best way to disguise this is to make a secret passage, and I want to do the following. A 2x2 here, there'll be 3x3, but here there'll be 2x2, which makes it easier to do the system. Now come on, mark this secret passage. This is the place. It's closed, right? But if I look down here, we now have a redstone system that I created, which leads to that secret passage. Let's go without cutting. I activate it, the redstone lamp goes out, and when it's off, it means that the secret passage has been opened to our big tube. Check this, the passage opens from downstairs, and then to disguise it when I'm not using it and no one discovers the tube, I just have to come here and activate it all again. Watch this, turn on the light and it closes. But of course, I'm not going to access my secret base from here, so I'm going to have to disguise this hole very well afterwards. And now that I have the pipe, I need a mob trap. But I can't just make a mob trap on top of the tube, because the lab is supposed to be secret, so I need to hide the mob trap like I did with this hole. And how are you going to hide a mob trap, Mendrake? Well, it won't be with any secret passage, but with a super construction that's already been built here in our nuclear zone. I'll need to replicate these nuclear reactors about 3 times larger. To replicate it, I'll need some blocks, which in this case will be gray concrete, black concrete, and yellow concrete. Now that I have all the materials, it's time to replicate these reactors. And what will differentiate it from the others is its size. It needs to be really big because inside it there's going to be a mob trap, and it's the same mob trap I made a while ago. Now I have a mob trap disguised as a nuclear reactor, and I've nerfed all the mobs spawning around it so that they only spawn in this mob trap. And the best thing about it is that it's working 100%. If I press this lever here, look what's gonna fall into that tube, bro. 3, 2, 1. Look at all the mobs that fell, bro. They dropped a lot of stuff for us, okay? But I don't want any of it. I really need the mob head. I'm in here, and now we're going to do the following. An infinite source of water to put water here in the stairs, another water here in these stairs, and another water here in that staircase. And now I have a stream that's going to take me here. And I have to get to the end of the stream, which isn't here. The end of the stream is right here in this place, and my idea is to catch and keep the mobs away from the lab, so that the electric creeper doesn't end up blowing up this tube. So this part of our mob head farm, I'm going to pull it out of our lab, bro, so break it here, and now I have a second stream that will take the mobs here, and this is where the magic will happen. But for this magic to happen, I'll only need one little block. That's right here. It's not the copper bar. What I really need is a lightning rod. Now I just need to replace some of the blocks here with stone bricks so that I can avoid that nothing explodes here in the building. Now the mob head farm will be working, and I've decorated it too. Check it out. I've left a space here to put the mob heads I got. To make it work, let me first put away this mess in my inventory and use Mendrake 2. While I was building this, I waited for it to rain, and it's already raining. Except that the roof is covered, so this lightning rod doesn't work. But if I press this lever, look at this. It will open the roof, and now you can see that it's already snowing. In other words, this is going to work according to my calculations. Let's get the trident and throw it. It worked. And now, if I come here and activate this electric creeper, which is tricky to activate, but hold on, it's going to explode, and the mob head is supposed to come for us, and it really worked. We got the mob head. The first one was the zombie. To complete our decoration, we just need the skeleton, the creeper, and the withered skeleton, or piglin one. It depends on which one I want to put up here. But perfect, it worked great. And then I plug it in and it stops working. 100% complete mob head farm. And after finishing this farm, I took the opportunity to continue building a few more places in the lab. The laboratory is now 30% finished. And the next step now is to come to these little holes in the wall and put villagers in here. And the reason I put villagers there is simple. I want to become strong in a matter of seconds. So I'll need the librarian villager for enchanted books, the blacksmith for tools, and the armorer for armor. Let's see if I'm lucky enough to find a village near the nuclear zone. And didn't I find it? Behind the Stone Team's mountain is a village. To make it easier to get the villagers to the lab, I'll only need 2 villagers from this village. And this villager is perfect because he has no profession. Okay, this one has it, and in order to take his profession, I just need to break the workbench. I mustn't forget to break all these beds either, otherwise they'll be synchronized, and that's the end of it. It seems that someone has already had the same idea as me. Look at these rails here. I'll get it too, bro. I'll take this opportunity. The villagers are having a meeting because their friend is in jail, and now we'll see who's going to be the second to be arrested. None? Is the second villager going to jail? Yes! Now I need to get all these rails and take them towards that mob trap over there. And the best way to transport these villagers is to use the rails. It's time to go for a walk, my friend. To help you get there faster, here's a trolley with an oven, too. You won't be left behind either, will you, bastard? And as always, working with villagers will always lead to problems. I think we've had a little problem here, see? Come on. Look at the route the villagers are going to take, bro. It's following this whole line of tracks. Up mountains, down mountains, over mountains, that will reach the nuclear zone. Actually, it's going to stop right here, because this is where we have to farm villagers now. And in Minecraft, there are several types of villager farm, right? And the one I'm going to make is very, very small, so I don't even think it's worth making a separate villager farm. I think it's better if I put these villagers inside the lab already. Now the tracks are connected to our lab and I just need to make the farm. When I say that this is the easiest villager farm, I'm not even exaggerating. That's it. The farm is ready, bro. I just need to bring the villager here, and this is where the baby villagers will come out. I'll even leave a trap door right down here. Now, the only villager that's missing is this one to go to the lab. The last villager has arrived, perfect, and now they're breeding. And look, I've already dropped a pack of carrots, and it looks like we'll have a new villager for us, right? The smallest villager farm and the most efficient. Hey, wait a minute, someone fell here and took some damage, huh? It was the villager. It worked, and now I have to erase the entire trail here so no one knows that the secret base is down here. Since the villager farm is up and running, I need to make the capsules here for the villagers to start working. Actually, he needs to grow up a bit. He's not old enough yet. There will be a bed here and the villager's workbench in front of it. And here's what you can't have near any villager farm: zombies. Look at that. He's already synchronized with the bed. Perfect, bro. And this same process that I've just done, I had to do more than 37 times. It was a bit boring, but the hardest part comes now, synchronizing these villagers here with their jobs. To do this, first I put a rail here near these villagers, and I have to see which one will synchronize with this workbench. Nobody has synchronized here. If I put this here, will someone synchronize? Yes, I think I'm going to have to do it a bit differently. Break it here and put a rail on it. Fine, it's synced, perfect. And I want the best villagers, and since this one didn't come as good, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break his workbench, I'm going to upgrade it, and look, I want to start by getting a villager with a patch. And there was a very interesting one with sharpening 3, but I trust that the next one will come with a good enchantment. Do you want to see? Look at that, protection. It was good too, but I think it could be improved even more, couldn't it? No, it didn't come as a patch, but it did come with durability 3, which is very important, so I'm going to leave this villager here. And this whole side of the lab, I want to put all the villagers with the librarian profession, and here on the side, I'm going to alternate between the gunsmith and the blacksmith. And these villagers I've selected are the villagers that are used the most in survival, so it's perfect for our lab. I think I've said it several times here on the channel, but I hate messing with villagers. At least now we have a patch, protect 3, and flame in a single villager. While in the others, we have durability 3, infinity, efficiency, and many other enchantments. And here on the other side, we already have the tools side. Axe with efficiency 2, pickaxe with soft touch, diamond armor, full protection 2, full protection 2 again. Only this little arrow shows that this one is better than that one. And the villagers that don't have signs are the villagers that I haven't decided yet which sails they're going to have. Now let's move on to the problem, which is the lighting. There can't be a lot of torches here, it looks awful. But if I remove all the torches, my villagers certainly won't last long in the hands of the zombies that will spawn here. So I'm going to put some glowstones here on the floor, and on top I'm going to put some green carpets because the green carpet looks like it's that radiation that's up there in the nuclear zone. And the glowstone underneath can illuminate it all beautifully. In this area that's darker, I'm going to put some more. Let's see the difference between a decorated side and an undecorated side, shall we? This decoration has already made a total difference to both the lighting and the beauty of the villagers here, but there's still another side to do, and there's more work to be done here too, because I've got arrow villagers who are going to be my source of emerald. In other words, my farm. Because to trade with these villagers here, look at that. It's a lot of emerald. So I'm going to need infinite emerald. And to make it in the lab, I started by making a bamboo farm. Because at one point, 20 new crafts were added using bamboo. So if I make a bamboo wood and then a stick, I can trade infinitely with the arrow villagers. And you can make these trades even cheaper by healing a zombie villager in front of them. And that's how I'll get infinite emerald. Now this laboratory is 50% finished. With all these villagers here, we have a lot. And the other 50% that's missing is the rest of the construction. But we have a bigger problem for now, and that's this hole. Anyone who sees this hole here will think it's strange and will invade our base. So I need to disguise this hole by creating a mini mountain. Let's not be so critical. Look at this. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was done by hand. It's quite natural here, I think. One of the hardest things is building a natural mountain in Minecraft. It's never going to look like the ones you generate. Never, ever. Let's see. Perfect, hole covered. Now for the rest of the lab, I thought I'd make some walls full of details. And on the walls, there are several capsules full of space inside them to build more things in the lab. And also a ceiling full of sea lanterns to make it stand out. And here in this corridor, we have the laboratory 100% finished. And inside it, I've hidden a secret. And to show you the secret, I'm waiting for someone to arrive in the lab. I can already see his nickname there.
Mendrake, are you there? I can't see anything. I've just entered the laboratory and everything is dark.
So here's the thing. I'm here and I have some news, Tonigon. Remember when you called me here last time to show me your project, the ceiling with Arden and Storm right behind that door?
Leave that door closed.
Keep it shut, bro. Look, here we have a new corridor.
I see. What have you done here?
Go ahead and take a look. Make yourself at home.
Yeah, I can see some windows at the back of the green room. There's a shopping mall. Yay!
Look, Tonigon, we now have a gigantic laboratory. Literally a laboratory. And there's a lot of cool stuff here.
I thought you'd made the glass outwards, but no, it's just lighting.
That's right. I put a bunch of sea lanterns down there. And down here, bro, look what we got.
I'm lost, man. There's so many things. All villagers, efficiency 5, soft touch. Wow.
Yes! Now we can get strong very quickly. And if like the emerald runs out, there's no emerald to exchange, we can solve the problem here. This is a bamboo farm, and there have been some technical problems with some villages, but look.
I see. With bamboo, we can craft stick, and with stick, we can get emerald.
Exactly, the guy is good. You know, one of the rarest items in Minecraft is the mob head. And if we come here, we have a farm of it now too.
No, Mendrake, you know what we have to do, don't you?
Go ahead.
Show me the head farm.
If you want to use it, you first have to activate this lever and it will open. I don't know if you saw it when you were coming here, but there's a gigantic new nuclear reactor inside that's guarding a mob track.
You didn't do nuclear reactor number 4, did you?
Excuse me? And it's much bigger.
And then after activating the lever?
We're going up here, and this is where the magic happens. This is where we get the mob heads.
I told you this was a mall. Where's a warden?
Now you've revealed the secret. Here we can get the mob heads, and there's another room here which is the final experiment that you've got your pet warden Storm, bro. And I want a pet warden too.
So what did you do?
What I've done is nothing more and nothing less than arrest my own pet warden.
Our 276th experiment?
Exactly, and there he is, the Dark.
What if the guard of nuclear reactor number 3, who guards this entire base, by any chance goes missing? Will we use your pet?
You're kidding me, right?
No, don't use me to feed him, for God's sake! Mendrake, you brought all these guys here, you made a head farm, and like, you didn't think to do it from here?
If you want to see how I duplicated infinite items in survival, click on this video.